Hey, Colin.
Hey. Trying to burn this in the middle so it'll snap.
Now you gotta hold it underneath the stick.
Yeah.
So this is our campsite on the Shell River, Shell City campground. And as you can see, other than one RV up on the hill, we have the whole campground to ourselves.
Well, when I went up there, I actually saw a lot more people.
Oh, there's some up on the hill now?
Yeah.
Well, we're actually in the group sites, which obviously we're just a group of 2. So we probably shouldn't be, but these are the campsites down by the river, our canoes, of course, down by the river. And really didn't feel like lugging all of our stuff clear up the hill. So the outfitter said we could camp down here, and there's no one else here, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. So we are enjoying the lovely evening. The sun is going down along the river. We've got our tent set up, got all of our stuff put away. We had garlic butter noodles with Parmesan cheese for dinner, one of Colin's favorites. It was very good. And now we're kind of working on a fire. We don't have very much good wood here. The outfitter was kind enough to give us some, but really trying not to burn that all up tonight because we are having kebabs one night. I'm going to need that to cook with. So there was a pile of wood down the way. It's all very green. Not really catching very well, but we're doing our best. So it is going to be a gorgeous night for our first night on the Shell. Now tomorrow we're going to actually finish this river and go into the Crow-Wing, which is the main river we're up here for. It's a river that I paddled on as a boy in Scouts. Twice we did a 55-mile trip, and I thought it'd be a fun place to bring Colin. So pretty nice that we have the whole area to ourselves down here. Such a beautiful evening. Getting on a nice fire?
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, it's really roaring.
Get there a little bit more.
Colin, who's your little friend?
Oh, tick. Oh my. Yay.
Alright, I think he got most of his head out from the first match. Okay. Alright, now better.
Yeah? How do you know when it's done?
The bacon?
No, the egg.
When you don't have lots of those clear spots and it's all the same color. Set it in front of me.
That's a crispy piece of bacon.
Those are pretty darn good, aren't they?
I'm usually not a big fan for bacon, but...
Oh my goodness, that was so good. You want to start with a piece of bacon? See how that's coming off the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
If you leave it there, it's going to burn and it's going to taste horrible. Okay, back to the middle. Why don't you slow down a little bit and let some build up. Kind of got to time it based on how fast it's cooking. Okay? Even though it's not touching the pan, that part's kind of cooking up. So people who like their eggs runny would eat them like this. That doesn't look good to me either. Okay, so now we're in the situation where our whole point now is to get these dried out. So we can kind of chop them up a little bit and just keep moving them around, okay? This is great. Sometime soon I'm going to be able to sleep in and you can cook me breakfast.
Okay.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's fine by me. I'm not putting no onions or peppers in it. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Naan, some bacon and eggs.
Okay, let me see your bowl. Go over here closer. Watch your hand. This is still hot.
Mm. Ooh. Yeah, is that just so really hot?
Okay. And then we can
Good.
dishes later. You know, you like? It's going to be a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Blue skies for the most part. They said partly sunny, so it's probably going to cloud up later.
Yeah.
And there's going to be rain after midnight tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad we slept in today.
Yeah.
I was going to get up at 8.
He was gonna leave at 10.
Yeah. But this is actually nice. We're still going to get to camp at a decent hour tonight, I think.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit colder.
It's supposed to speed up when we get to growing, but we'll see.
When do we get to it? Like what time?
Don't know.
Well, around what time is that night?
Don't know. Whenever we get there.
But I guess we did get up at 1 in the morning.
I did?
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that 2.5 hours of sleep. Think about that. 2.5 hours of sleep. I drove 615 miles. And then we paddled 6.5 miles to get here. And then I stayed up until, it was about 11, 10:30? Probably 10:30. I was tired.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason I didn't get up at 8 when the alarm went off either. Because he was thinking we're doing 3 miles an hour. And this river is, the current's going about 1 mile an hour. I'm going to guess with our paddling that we're going to do, we should probably plan on about 5 hours. So that means we'll get to camp around 5.
Mm-hmm.
The sun didn't set till what, 9:30 last night?
After that.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
probably right. It
like
didn't
nine.
actually set.
It was like 9:50.
Yeah. So, we have lots of daylight.
I'm gonna go check the fire really quick so I might undo something.
Okay, I'm going to start the dishes. What do you think of this mosquito party?
It sucks.
It's not as bad when we first got here, is it?
No. The machine, I think, is working.
I think so too. What machine is that?
It's over here.
And what's that called?
I don't know.
It's our new toy we just got, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Thermacell backpacker. Seems to, between last night, we didn't have a lot last night, but we had some, and then today, I think we're actually keeping mosquitoes away. So, we got a fire going. Kinda, the wood's a little wet, but we're trying to get a cooking fire tonight. We're going to make shish kebabs. Look pretty good. So we'll see if we can get the coals right and get that going.
We have some hot ones, but not many of them.
Yeah, and we've got some wet wood that we got to burn through first. So hopefully we'll have some good luck. 12-mile day. Didn't leave our first camp this morning until 1.
Which is crazy.
So we slept in and then had bacon and eggs, so we really wasted a lot of time this morning. But it was fun. So we got here with about 3 hours of daylight left, and we've probably been here for, I don't know, hour and a half. So we may be finishing dinner in the dark, but probably not. We'll see.
Yeah, it's dry.
You see that little gap there?
Yep.
Don't throw it. Just lay it in there. You okay? Oh, smoke got you, huh? Got our paddle and stuff just down here tonight. No reason to carry it all the way up to camp. We're the only ones staying here, at least so far. I don't imagine anyone else is going to roll in. Especially since we had the nice campsite to ourselves last night. Got the canoe up, flipped over tonight because it's supposed to get rain after midnight. 50% chance last we heard. So I'm betting we're at least going to get some sprinkles. We'll see. Alright, so here's our view, and we have it to ourselves, which is really nice. Big Bend. We almost went by it. It's hidden here in the trees. Luckily, we looked over at the last second and saw it. Otherwise, we would have been at the State Forest campsite. And there's our camp. So what happened to the fire, Colin?
Just tinkered on it a little bit.
And we got it going good now, don't we? Some of those bigger logs are still pretty wet and they're hissing. But we found some really dry stuff. We took another walk. And it is going nice under there, drying out that other stuff. What you building?
A bench.
Cool. So we finally got the coals going, huh?
Yeah. Took a while.
Yep, but that's okay.
We started with some. I think we kind of reheated them.
Yeah, there were a few in there. So we've got our kebabs cooking. Starting to smell pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
And over here, I've been working just in the last 5-10 minutes or so on putting the tarp up. It's 50% chance of rain after midnight. The last thing I want in the morning for breakfast is to be eating a granola bar as we pack up in the rain. So at least if I get the tarp up, we'll have a nice place to cook our pancakes and bacon. So we don't have to forego breakfast. So, working on that. Got the food cooking. Colin's working hard, building a bench.
Yeah, the smoke.
Yep, that smoke's always a problem. Hey Colin.
Hey.
How is it?
Good.
You eating all those veggies?
No.
What?
Not touch them.
You're just having steak, huh?
Uh-huh.
How's the flavor? Is it tender enough? Alright, so it's about 8 o'clock, maybe a little after. Tent's already packed up. Got the tarp over here we got to pack up. As you can see, we got that set up last night. Good thing we did because we got hit by rain right as we'd finished eating dinner. We're getting ready to do the dishes. Just scrambled to get everything under there. We were going to use that this morning to cook breakfast if it was raining. However, the forecast has changed. Thunderstorms aren't due in this afternoon, they're due in this morning with potential hail. So we've packed up the tent real quick, got everything ready to go. Colin's filling the water bottles. We've put a bunch of snack food like trail mix and granola bars in our bag. That's going to be our breakfast this morning. We're skipping pancakes. I'm going to get the tarp packed up, get the canoe loaded, and we are off. Yep, Colin had 2 more ticks last night, so that's 3 total for the trip. None for me. I'm winning that one. At least I'm winning something, right?
Yeah. Dad also got matches in the tent.
Yeah, we had to light the matches to get the ticks off. So, we're doing alright, but we need to get moving. Breakfast of snacks and have our Lunchables for lunch, and then maybe we can do a nice big dinner tonight. So 13.5 miles to go. So time to get moving. So we're here at the Outfitters campground, and we stopped here about 2:20 on Sunday, day 3. We weren't originally sure if we were going to continue on past here, but we needed to stop and let them know where we wanted to be picked up tomorrow. So there's another campground a couple miles downriver from here. We thought we might camp there tonight and then head on in the morning, but the more we thought about it, you know, this morning we got on the river about 9, and that was getting up at 7:30, so that's about the best we were going to be able to do tomorrow. And we needed to be picked up by 11, so it didn't make a lot of sense just paddling for 2 hours or so. Hey Colin, there's Colin over there. Didn't make a lot of sense just paddling for 2 hours or so, and then having them pick us up when we were already here by our car. So as you can see, the car's down here with us, camping out, and the reason it's in front of the tent, it wasn't at first, but we had some straight line winds come through, and the tent was taking a beating. Of course, it held up really well, but I just thought I'd pull the car in front of it really quick just to kind of help out. So I'm glad I did. That helped take the stress off the tent. And as you can see, that thunderstorm's blown over and it's nice now. So we're going to go ahead and fire up the stove and cook some dinner. We're going to have some peppers or some onions. I finished the pepper yesterday. We're going to have some onions and sausage and hash browns for dinner. And then we're going to do blueberry scone frying pan bread. That's what Colin's been wanting. And not sure what else. That might be it. We may make some more food. Okay, grab your spork and dig in.
That's one? What if I want more? Will we have more?
Alright, what do we got here?
Sausage.
And?
Onions.
You're going to eat all your onions?
No.
Why not? They're good.
For you.
So we skipped the hash browns because we weren't that hungry. Hey.
Yeah.
But we finished up, or we're working on finishing up some frying pan bread, blueberry scone. That was good. Here's the river where we came in. Really is a beautiful river. Look forward to coming back and maybe starting here and heading all the way down to the Mississippi River from here. So that'll be another trip. But for now, this is where we're going to stop. And we're going to head out early in the morning because we got a long drive back to Kansas City.